Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody this morning? We're going to go over the Rolex releases today. So let's hang out and check them out. Looks like some of the watches Bud was talking about actually got released. So let's take a first look. I haven't looked at anything yet myself. I just looked at the cover page and I saw that Sprite watch, I guess, is what Bud called it. So let's take a look together. Well, here they are. Wow, let's enjoy. So let's take a first glance. We've got an Air King. We've got a Day-Date 40 in platinum. I like that. A Yachtmaster 42. I wonder what that difference is. Is that the size? Let's go down here. Day-Date 36. Day-Date 36. Platinum. I like that. Day-Date yellow gold. Is that a Hulk dial? That might be a Hulk dial. Day-Date 36, 31, 31s, date just. Date just. A new Rolex Deep Sea. Interesting. A new model date just 41. What's different with that? Huh. And then there's the one that looks like the hot one right there. Oh, that's going to be the hot one. There is no other hot one out here. That's the one right there. That's going to be the hot one. Wow. Let's see if there's another page. Date justs. Day dates. So, no, just... Wait, what was this one? This is black and green with a Jubilee bracelet. What was the one before? Black and green with an oyster bracelet. So you have a choice. Oyster or Jubilee. You see that? Wow. Oh, shit. It's the left-handed. Oh, shit. I didn't even realize that. It's the left-handed drive. Oh shit. Oh crap. Look, the date's on the left side. Whoa. Nuts, dude. Holy crap. They made a left-handed watch. Oh my god. That looks so weird. It just dawned on me. Holy crap. Whoa. So I wonder if the Jubilee is left-handed also. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let's go to view all. Let's go to view all. And let's see where that watch was. Left-handed. Interesting. It's a totally left-handed GMT. Interesting. With no right-hand version. Wow. Whoa. No right-hand version. How interesting is that? Whoa, that looks so weird. Isn't that crazy? Look, you can change the bezel. Look, you can change the bezel. So you can make it a Pepsi or a Batman. Oh shit. These bezels are interchangeable. Wait a minute. So can you put this bezel on a right-hander? It doesn't show it that way. But I suppose you could get the bezel and put it on a right-hander, right? So the bezel's interchangeable between all the GMT models. So that's good to know that if somehow you can get the bezel for the new one, you could put it on your existing watch. How much are they asking for it? 11,250. You can't change the bezel? It's weird. Yeah, Bud will get one for sure. He's left-handed. They'll have to give him one. And that's cool for him. That's really cool for him. I mean, if I was left-handed, I'd be stoked beyond belief that they have this watch. This would be my number one watch. Are you kidding me? I think that's kind of a little disturbing that, when you're left-handed, they don't custom watches to you. It kind of sucks, to be honest. Both my kids are left-handed. Um, my wife's left-handed. My two kids are left-handed. I'm the only one right-handed. But it kind of isn't fair, to be honest. I guess they go with statistics. Yeah, it doesn't seem too impressive this year. It seems to me like they went with all, like Datejust and Dress. Although I gotta say, this left-handed release, it's a GMT. It comes in two options. The black and the gold looks great. The I'm really happy for people who are left-handed that they came out with this watch for them. So I think this is a score for those people. It's definitely a big, big deal for them. For someone who's left-handed, I honestly admit it would be really huge. Um, I'll tell you what, as far as getting this watch, I think any of us would want to get it, whether or not we can wear it or not, because it's left-handed. Because this will be somewhat of a collector piece in that it's the only left-handed Rolex that I'm aware of that was ever produced, and that's going to make it sort of a big deal. And in my opinion, I don't know how long this thing will be on the market. Is this something that will be produced for 10 years, 3 years, 5 years? I can't imagine the production numbers would be high on it like a right-hander. It might be made to order, which pretty much everything's made to order now at this point, right? But you get what I mean? It could be a collector piece one day. You know, it's a good looking watch. They got rid of all the day-date 40s in platinum with a smooth bezel. Smooth bezel, only fluted bezels exist now. Okay. I got you. I prefer the fluted bezels for sure. But a lot of the platinums did have smooth bezels, which really indicated they were platinums. A lot of them did. All right, let's take a look at I mean, the problem is you could probably change the bezel, but where are you going to get one of these bezels from? You're not going to get it from Rolex, right? Let's see what else we want to look at. Let's look at the Air King. I'm going to take a guess here and say that maybe the movements are updated. It doesn't exactly say what the difference is between this model and the last model. I don't think it's the 40 millimeter size. So I'm kind of going to assume it might be the movement. You know what I mean? Let's see if we can find out if it's the movement that's different. The Air King universe. Let's see, maybe it says in here. I'm fond of the Air King, to be honest. I don't mind it. I kind of like it. That's a beautiful watch right there on the screen. Holy crap. I'd love to have that. Wow. Oh my god, look at that Air King. Wow. Holy moly, that is unbelievable. That would be my best watch. A vintage Air King. Wow. Wow, that color and everything, just wow. All right, let's get off our high horse here. Loving Rolex. You always hear me come back say something about the Air King. I love this little watch. I don't, I don't care about the 555s, whatever this. I dig it. I dig it. I like the colors, the yellow, the green, the white pops. It's easy to tell the minutes because they're all spelled out. Let me see if I can find out from a search real quick what what there might be a difference in between these. Give me a second here. Let's see. Hmm. So let's see. So let's see the Air King. So the case is redesigned with a crown guard and straight sides. So there's a crown guard on it now, which apparently it didn't have before. Let's check that out. So there's a crown guard. Apparently wasn't there before. Okay, I like that. It's a nice little feature. Let's see what else. The proportions of the bracelet have also been revisited, and notably the center link has been broadened. In a first for this model, it is equipped with an oyster lock safety clasp. The watch's display has also been refreshed to the addition of a 0 before the O, before the 5 on the minute scale. Oh, so they added an O, an 05, to make it more symmetrical, like Bud was saying. Okay. So that's cool. That's a pretty significant change there, adding the 0 in front of the 5, adding a crown guard. So now each 5-minute interval is therefore now marked by 2 digits. In addition, the new generation Air King features an optimized chroma-light display. The hands and triangle hour marker at 12 are filled or coated with a new luminescent material that provides a longer lasting intense glow. The 3, 6, and 9, which were previously made entirely from 18 karat white gold, are now also visible in the dark with this innovative material, which is exclusive to Rolex. So the 369 are no longer physical indices or white gold. They're painted luminescent now. I'm not sure if I dig that. What do you think about that? It has the 3230 movement, which is probably what the last one had in it. I'm guessing they already probably updated the movements because that was kind of a while ago when the movements were changed. And the new oyster lock folding clasp. What do they mean by that? I don't think there's anything new about that, is there? There's no new oyster lock folding clasp, is there? The same thing as always, which prevents accidental opening. It has the Easy Link Comfort Extension link, so it's like a Batman clasp. Okay. So that's that one. I mean, I like it even more now. I like it even more now that there's zeros in front of the 5. And the crown guard looks nice. The crown guard balances it out nice. I would wear this watch. No different than any of my others. So, looking at the platinums, let's see, what did they do to the day dates here? Man, I really like that fluted bezel. This looks nice. Um, I mean, that was one of the things I wanted to see was, yeah, that those I never liked the smooth bezel, to be honest. So, this is a new feature, a platinum fluted bezel. So check this out. Right here. So this is a new feature. They've never made a fluted bezel in platinum before. Apparently they never had the technology to make it until now. So this is the first time you have an actual platinum fluted bezel. Isn't that interesting? Which is actually really beautiful. I mean, when you look at the. Let me see if I can save this picture here. This looks really pretty. Hold on. We're going to save this picture and share it. Let me bring this picture up. Look how beautiful this is. Watch this. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that gorgeous? Wow. That's the hottest day date I've ever seen. Right there. That looks great. That bezel does everything for this watch, doesn't it? And you can tell that it's platinum because it's the same color as the case and the bracelet. It flows so well as opposed to having a white gold bezel, doesn't it? Makes such a difference. It even blends with the indices. Look at that. That's spectacular. That is truly spectacular. So this is the best release of the year for Rolex. What they have literally right here on the screen. I'm going to say for left-handers, the best release of the year is definitely going to be the GMT left drive Rolex. But overall, as a watch, this platinum fluted platinum day date is definitely their showstopper, number one release that I've seen so far. Just takes the cake right here. You know what? As a matter of fucking fact, I'm gonna go in today and ask him for this son of a bitch. This is what I'm gonna ask him to get me. Get me this platinum day date fluted bezel right here. This is what I want. And I shit you not, if I have to sell one of anything else, I've got to get it. It's on the board. Let's do it. I'm going to go in today and ask him for this son of a bitch right here. Everybody else is going to ask him for a sports watch. I'm going to go in and ask for the big banger. How much is this? 50 grand? I'll sell 2 Rolex for this one. I'd sell 2 Rolex at premium top inflation dollar right now to get this one at retail plus tax. Think about what a good trade-off that would be. Like, let's just say I made a mistake and prices still go up and I really, really crying and I want my Batman back. Like, come on. I mean, but let's say that did happen and I had buyer's remorse and all that stuff. I mean, how much more would I be paying for it even after I sell it? 10%, 15%, 20%? It isn't like you lose out much. Plus, it isn't like this date wouldn't be worth more money than when I paid for it anyway. And if if money mattered, it matters somewhat. You want to figure it in the equation, but ultimately you want to get the watches you want. Man, this one's spectacular though, isn't it? Man, they haven't given me a watch in 3 years. The last watch I've added to my collection was in 2019. Boy, everybody that's been on my show has been adding watches on a weekly. All you viewers. Sirocco Sales has a bluesy he's picking up. Didn't he just pick something else up too? Bud, forget about Bud. He picks up a watch every day. Wow. Let's see how much this one costs. This got me excited, to be honest. This watch is kind of amazing. Price on request. Oh, man. Dang, you know what that means. Why is that? Is it that much money? Shit. What do they want for it? Why would it be price on request? They usually do that with their really expensive watches. Huh. That kind of threw me for a loop. Let's look at the yellow gold one with the green dial and see if it has a price on it. 37.5 for the same watch but in gold. Man, this one's going to be hot too with this green dial, right? Man, this one's going to be hot too. Do you think the platinum one's double the price? I wonder how much the platinum one is. Hey, Sharm, are you going to get any of these day dates? Haha, Hisham. Yeah. And that was one of the easy ways to distinguish the platinum was they always had smooth bezels. Excuse me. I kind of like this green one too. Man, I really like that platinum though. That kind of scares me that it doesn't show the price. Huh. That'd be an interesting watch to make a move on. I would definitely consider shifting a couple of watches for something like that. That'd be nice. You know what? You know what else would be nice too? Like a solid gold subby, which is probably cheaper than this, right? So there's other things to look at too. Let's take a look at that real quick, and then we'll look at some more of the new releases. But real quick, we're just going to look at a sub solid gold, right? So they didn't do anything with the Submariners right now, which is good. Right here, 38 grand. Man, that wouldn't be a bad come up either. What do you guys think? That or a platinum date 8? Solid gold sub, huh? Solid gold sub, huh? What up, Nate? It's going to be around 60 or 70. You want to join, Hisham? You can join if you want, bud. I'll send you. I'll put a link in the chat if you want to join. There's the link, Hisham. I like that. So the Yacht Master, 28,000. You know what? I think this might be a new feature. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think it had a bidirectional rotatable bezel before. This might be a new feature. Does anybody recall? I'm I'm about 80% sure you couldn't turn the bezel on this watch prior. The fact that you can turn the bezel now is a pretty big new design feature. Am I right? I think that's the difference in this watch is the bezel. That's what I could think on this one. And then as far as these goes, these are probably just dial variations. Take just 41 in green. That's a pretty one in 36 for sure. We got some pretty 41s. The deep sea. So this is something different. So just under 14,000, 44 millimeter. 12,800 feet. It has a specialized bracelet. I'm not sure what has been changed here. No clue at all on this one. Um, they didn't come out with as much as I thought they would. Yachtmaster 42 in white gold. With a falcon's eye dial. What does that mean? The dial is the distinctive face of a Rolex watch, the feature most responsible for its identity and readability. Falcon's eye dial. I haven't heard them term that before. What are they trying to tell me here? Something different than this? Or is this just what they're boasting about? Huh. Have you guys ever heard of them term a watch dial Falcon's eye dial? Is this some special feature now? That's new? I think they're just talking about their dials in general. Oh, look at this. I mean, the dial is a different color. You see that? It's a different color. Look at it. What is this? What is this? You see this? It's like a black washed look. Interesting. So it's a new dial. What the hell? Black? Falcon's eye. Whoa. They just created some hype right here for this dial. Trust me, there's going to be some hype for this dial. This will be a collector's piece. It probably won't make it that long. I'll tell you what. This is the most interesting release so far. What's this all about? What was the intent on this? Who dreamed it up and why? What does it mean? What is it? What's Falcon's eye? Man, this is 32,000. You realize this costs as much as the solid gold subby we were looking at? Crap, man. With no bracelet and just a case, you're gonna spend 32 grand on this when you could buy a solid gold sub for like $5,000 more for that bracelet. 5 grand more for that bracelet. Do you know that if you try to buy a two-tone bracelet, a two-tone Rolex bracelet is like $6,000? To be honest, it might be eight. It might be $8,000 for a two-tone bracelet. It's like $5,000 to $8,000. It's got to be 8 by now. It was 5 or 6 when I checked on it 3-4 years ago. Probably 8 grand for a bracelet, right? I guess that puts you pretty close to the same price as a sub. But you can't get a bracelet for this, though. I just think, man, you might as well get the solid gold sub. Or the day date in green was the same price as this. Man, I just don't get how they justify the Oyster Flex. They're not basing it on the product, they're basing it on the brand. You're buying a Rolex, you got to pay the price, bracelet or not. That's what they've become. That's where it went. Raise your hand if you like this Falcon Eye, though. I love this. I think this is cool. Wow, I mean, despite the price, so they're charging more than the yellow gold version. The white gold version costs more because it's larger. So, it is what it is, but I like it. I like this washed out version. Definitely goes on their most interesting release for the day. I would say that. Most interesting release for the day. Interesting. You know what's interesting is that Rolex is experimenting with odd dials. That's that's something that like Omega does or Swatch does, or it's different. It's different. They're thinking out of the box and experimenting. I mean, not that they don't have crazy dials like this one here. They put their crazy dials on all their date models. Look at this. So there's a Rolex Deep Sea new. We thought they were going to discontinue this watch, and then they go and make a new version of it. Whoa, that's interesting. What the hell would they have done to this watch to make it different? No idea. Probably a little bit more of a robust design. Boy, when you look at this, priced at 14,000, the first thing that comes to my mind is this is cheap. It's a beautiful watch. It looks great on the wrist, but it's a chunky monkey. I mean, it's thick as all hell. It's like there's a giant block on your wrist for sure. It's got a presence. I don't know why they don't list what the variations are between the prior model and the new model on here. They should, at least for a couple of months, list it up there and then revert it back to standard. Well, congratulations, bud. You got your left-hand drive watch. Is there anything else we want to look at? Day dates, date justs. I think we hit everything we wanted to see. We could always look at date justs another day. Save some fun for later. We love date justs and all these variations. And we're definitely interested in a date just. As a matter of fact, the one that we're interested in, it looks like they updated it. So I'm not sure what they would have done to my watch, but the watch I've been looking at, one of the watches I've been looking at, it updated it. I saw it right here. Right there. Well, sort of. I mean, that's it. But I would want the Jubilee version. So I don't know if the variation is different. Let me check here. 41. Yeah, there it is. No, there's the one that I want. Why is it new? Well, let's see what they did to this one. Maybe it's just a different dial here. Maybe just an introduction of a new dial. That could possibly be what it is.
The Rolex Oyster Perpetual Datejust 41. a staple of modern style and possibly the most recognizable watch in the world. Originally released in 1945, it earned its name by being the first self-winding waterproof chronometer wristwatch to display the date. In 1953, it received its most iconic feature, the distinctive Cyclops lens.
I've wanted this for about 5 years.
Ever since, Rolex has continued to evolve the Datejust without compromising its classic style and reliability. With a 41mm case, it has a 5-link Jubilee bracelet developed especially for the Datejust, allowing it to drape ergonomically over the wrist.
Beautiful.
The caliber 3235 self-winding mechanical movement that powers the Datejust is made entirely by Rolex in Switzerland.
And the price is right.
It carries a superlative chronometer certification,
the price is right.
coupled with a 5-year guarantee.
Like what, 14 grand
to set,
or something?
First adjust the date by unscrewing the crown and pulling it out to the first notch. Rotate until the desired date appears. Then set the time by pulling the crown out to the second notch and turning in either direction. With the Oyster Perpetual Datejust, Rolex invented a new timepiece category. Perfect for day wear, this watch combines precision and reliability with timeless style.
Yeah, I love that. Isn't that nice? Hey, I wonder if they have a video like that for one of the new ones. Let's check and see. No. Let's check one of the other new ones. Let's see if there's a little video on this one. Man, I hope I didn't catch a little cold. This is the first time I've been sick in 3 years. I haven't been sick since before COVID. 2019 in December was the last time I got sick. That's 2001. That's 2.5 years. I haven't even had a sniffle. That's a good looking son of a bitch right here, to be honest. With the green and the blue. It's a nice looking watch. The green and the black. It actually looks really sharp with those colors. I'm not going to lie. That's a nice color combination. That looks really good. That's a winner. Oh man, Bud's going to be really excited about that. That's nice. Man, winner, winner on the left-hand drive. Winner, winner on the Air King update. Winner, winner on the Day-Date 40 fluted bezel. Look at that fluted bezel. Holy crap. Oh my God. Look how beautiful that looks. Whoa. Get the fuck out of here. Oh my God. That is amazing. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. They're going to want a lot more than... They're going to want a lot of money for that. Shit. Wow. That's top dog right there. That is amazing. How do we get that watch? Christ almighty. Wow, that bezel just changed the whole game on this thing, didn't it? You gotta admit, it's that bezel now. Wow. It's all about this bezel. Look at that. Why does it rock so hard in platinum? It just looks so distinct in platinum, doesn't it? It really does. It's like a different. It's like a different watch. I mean, you know what I think it is mainly the flow that it all matches. You get what I'm saying? Look at like right when you see when it's the flow, it's the color. Because look, let's not lie. With that white gold bezel, it had. I mean, what did it have before? It had a smooth platinum bezel. That smooth look just I don't know. There's nothing wrong with it. I just think the fluted flows with the Datejust bracelet. I don't know. Something's pulling me into it. Is all I can say. It's just amazing. I've always loved how the fluted bezel reflects the light and gives you all that light action and play. It's, I mean, it's Rolex. They got the fluted bezel, man. That's a stunner. Is there a video for this one? Oh, there is. Oh my god, I'm about to be taken back. Suck me in, man. Holy crap. Sign me up for a personal loan. Might as well get on the wait list now. By the time I get it, I'll probably be a multimillionaire. It takes so long to get these damn things. My net worth will double at 3%. I mean, it's like no doubt, man. By the time the watch shows up years later, you're an old man and you've got assets. That's how it's been working out for me. I order these things when I'm broke, and then 5 years later they show up because now I'm older and I've saved and have money. And it's like, yeah, I guess that's how it's been working out for me. Man, look at this. What a cool little feature here. Man, God, look at that. Wow. They really sucked me in here now. They got me looking at this thing like a stripper. I can twist her around. She's on a pole. Holy crap. There's her backside. There's her front side. There be her legs. Hey, man, look how the bracelet just flows smooth with no oyster lock clasp, just a hidden clasp like it should be. I mean, a proper watch, huh? Isn't that proper? What a proper strap. Wow. What a proper watch. Get the fuck out of here. Platinum. That's what one dot means, boys. One dot means platinum. She's a platinum watch. Man, that's the winner right there. That takes the pie. You prefer my day date, the simple gold one? Certainly one seventh the cost. Or one maybe not that cheap, but 1/4 the cost. Oh, you think it's a type of stone dial? That falcon eye? Oh, I see. That could be. That's why it looks like that. I have to check that out. It's really interesting, though, isn't it? I like it. I think they, you know, as few releases as they did come out with, you have to take a look at them individually like that. I mean, they're not bad. They made a significant change to the Air King, did they not? This is a huge improvement on a platinum day-date line. This is crazy. This one here, and then you've got the left-hand drive. I mean, come on, that's a bold innovation right there. So here you got your Air King, your bold innovation, your wonderful, absolutely remarkable day-date 40, which is just, for me, just crazy, crazy. We don't know what they did to the Yachtmaster. Oh, did they go big on the yellow? The 42. Oh, they made a 42 in yellow. So now there's a big one, just like the white gold. You see that? Oh, because this was just 40, remember? So now they got it in 42 and in yellow, not just rose. Ah. Bling, 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 bling. Look at that sparkle. So you can get it in yellow or rose in the same size as the white gold now. Isn't that amazing? Look at that. So there we go. 42. Nice. That's nice. So they discontinued the smaller versions. That's good. This should be a big banger like this, a little bit bigger. Make it bigger because you're giving up the big bracelet. Okay. That's an improvement. That's pretty good. I mean, so that's significant too. This isn't, they're not pussyfooting around. Not by any means. They did a good job this year. Look at huge improvement to an existing watch, Air King. Introduction of a big innovation, a left-hand driver Rolex, first time. All right. Same thing with the Day-Date 40, big innovation on the bezel. Dramatic look improvement. Just in love with that watch now. Huge improvement on the Yachtmaster line, going to 42. And then we didn't look at the Datejust, but obviously they've put out just a whole bunch of new stuff on the Datejust line. I think they did all right. I think they did all right. Wow, they're going Patek Philippe on us. Holy crap. That's some really good horology. Look at that. Wow. That's some great finish work. You got to be kidding me. That's Patek Philippe quality right there, boys. That's handwork. That's some serious handwork right there. These are some serious handmade watches right here. Wow. Look at that. How much is something like this? That's remarkable. This is Gromfeld quality right here. they really stepped it up. I bet you they have a special department just for this that's didn't exist before. That's a beautiful dial. I mean, although that's a lady's dial for sure, just can appreciate the craftsmanship of that without a doubt. Wow. I'm really curious what they charge for something like that craft work. Let's find out. Trying to find it. So that's a 31. So definitely a lady's watch. $10,000. You know, that's not cheap for a 31. That's a lot of money. That's a 31 millimeter, you know? It's very small. But that's not bad. I mean, you know, for a lady's watch to get all that detail and quality and diamonds and really a gorgeous watch for a woman right there. $10,000. That's not bad, man. Oh, let's look at the 36. Maybe they got the price on the 36. Oh, they do. They do. Look. 59 grand. 59 grand for the 36. Man, 59 grand. So maybe 75 for the big one. I'm going to guess 75 for the big one. Man. Wow. It's a lot of dough. A lot of dough. A lot of dough. I'd have to trade in a couple of big watches for that puppy. That is just... You know what? All I can say, I got one word for this. You know what the one word is for this? I'm going to spell it out for you boys. Chain link, baby. Chain link. When chain link hits $48, I'm gonna go get a camping tent with a propane heater, and I'm gonna go camp out in front of Ben Bridge with a sign that says I'm here for my day date and I ain't leaving. And I'll sit there with a little cooker and a stove, and I'll cook fucking pork and beans for 3 weeks. And I won't take a shower. And I'll sit there wearing my day date, my gold day date, like a bum. Chain link hits $90, $50. Fuck, if it does anything from here, I'm good. We'll camp out with pork and beans. What say you? Pork and beans. Pork and beans. How much is the Air King? Come on, this is like the cheapest watch you can get from Rolex, pretty much, isn't it? Is it not? Let's see how much an Air King is. And I always loved the Air King. I've never said anything but wonderful things about the Air King. You guys know that. I've always loved that watch, even before any changes. And now, what's funny is that everything everybody complains about, like Bud just said it, the 5 not being symmetrical. Now there's no excuses to not like it. It's a fun watch. It's fun. If I was going to get a Rolex and I'm entry level, man, I'd be proud of having an Air King. There's, come on, I'd love to have an Air King. A matter of fact, I'd rather have an Air King than like a Datejust or a Date I would if it was just going to be my only Rolex. I'd want a sport one with a little color, one a little fun. And you don't ever see anybody sporting a fucking Air King. You don't ever. Who have you ever seen sporting an Air King ever in your life? I mean, how cool is an Air King? I mean, think of going around town or whatever, and you bump into somebody and they're wearing a Rolex Air King. I mean, come on, they got to be the coolest fucker. An Air King, man. How cool is that? Look at that. You don't always have to get the most expensive watch to be cool or to be happy or to be nice. To be happy with your purchase. You just have to like it. I think it's a beautiful watch. And then the price. Watch, look at the price. You're not going to be able to beat the price. If I could find it, they always give me a hard time finding it. It seems like it's not under the watch. You got to go to new watches, and then you got to go to view all to pull the price up. So let's see here. $7,400, boys. Look at that. Come on. You know, that's the cheapest Rolex you can touch. There it is. But you know what? Good luck trying to get it. It's $7,400, man. Nobody's going to sell that to you. Man, for $7,500, I'll just go put my name on that wait list and buy it on credit. Damn. No doubt. I wonder if I went up there tomorrow and asked him for this one today. If I asked him for this one today, can I get on a wait? Can I get this one? Is anybody asking for the fucking Air King, man? I don't mind this watch. I'll be honest with you. I don't mind it at all. And the fact that it's the newest release with the 05 corrected and whatever, this and that, with the crown guard, I'm getting a new Air King, a hot watch, right? Boy, the crown guard makes a big difference, doesn't it? It really adds a balance, doesn't it? The crown guard's huge on this. I like the crown guard. And it's a 40. It's a 40 millimeter. Man, I don't mind this watch. I don't mind this watch at all. This watch is great. Man, that's a possibility to just pull an Air King. Son of a bitch. You know what? I'm gonna. Man, I'm definitely going today. As long as I can get up and walk. What's today? Today's Tuesday. Today's Wednesday. Monday, I couldn't walk on Monday. Yesterday, I was able to walk. I think I might be good today. So we're gonna go in today, and we're gonna inquire about an Air King, but it has to be the new release. And then we're gonna inquire Look, let's be realistic, man. I can't touch that fucking Day-Date 40 Platinum. They're gonna want 75 grand for that. So let's ask for the Air King. You know why? Because we always loved an Air King, and at $7,400, we'll take it all day long. Trust me. We will a $7,400 Rolex. You can't even get an OP from the '90s for that much. So we want that Air King at 7,500 retail. You dig? No matter what, we'll take it. So let's go put ourselves down an interest for a watch that usually nobody fucking ever wants. Maybe we can get it. Air King. Let's do it. So I'm going there today. Because if we're looking at these watches right now, I would want this Air King. I don't want this Day-Date Platinum because I can't afford it. I don't need a Yachtmaster 42 in gold. I'd rather buy a solid gold sub for sure. I don't need a Day-Date 36 because I already have one. I'll tell you what, that Day-Date 40, I bet you anything in the world this watch is probably going to go for double retail. Should I put my name down for this one just for the F of it? Because if I get it, it's the green dial. It's probably worth a lot of money. What's your opinions on that? Hey, really, your opinions on this, please. This Day-Date 40 in green is probably going to be like a John Mayer watch or something. It's probably going to go for 70, 80 grand, right? Would I want to try to get this no matter what? Any thoughts or opinions on that? Shit. I feel like that watch I need to get on the wait list for that Day-Date 40. I feel like that's a watch that will go crazy. Let's write it down. Day-Date 40, green dial, yellow gold. Let's put an interest out on that one too. And you know what? Just because it's the green dial, if it comes up, I got to spring the money for it and I got to get it no matter what. No matter what. That watch will be 100 grand. Okay. Going down. That's it. I don't see nothing else I'd want to put an interest in. Let's go to the next page. That's good that there's only two. I'm not interested in a deep sea or the left driver. What about that Falcon? Man, this might be special here. Let's put our name down for this one too. Hold on a second, guys. We're going to look at the brochure real quick on this Falcon. All right? You got it? Is it up there? Let's check this out. I'm going to write this down. You know what? We want this Falcon. No, we want it. We want this. Yachtmaster 42 Falcon dial. I'm telling you, whichever one of these three come in, we're going to have to take. Air King, Day-Date 40 green dial, Yachtmaster Falcon. These are the three special watches. Now let's see if it says anything about the Falcon dial here. Tell me about the fucking dial, man. Come on. Just his falcon's eye. I'm going with what you said, bud. That it looks like a stone dial, man. Mister. Yeah, I know. I'm like a little kid in a candy shop, dude. I know I can be pretty bad. It's a Rolex, baby. It's a Rolex. I'm flipping out. I didn't think I was going to get excited about any of these. You know? Um, um, I'm doing it for sure, bro. I'm going down there and putting my name down on an Air King, Date 840, Yachtmaster 42. Man, you guys got to remember, the last watch that I got was in 2019. I haven't bought a watch since 2019. Okay, granted, I've paid in full for an Omega Snoopy 10,500. So technically, I've paid in full for one watch in the last 3 years. But I don't have it. But come on, look at all the people buying watches around me. Bud gets a watch every week. I haven't gotten one that I've even paid for in 3.5 years, man. Isn't that kind of crazy? I mean, I'm a watch guy. I got a channel. I'm doing this every day, and I haven't even gotten a watch in 3 years. So, I got to FOMO a little bit into something, man. In a way. I mean, when's Jordan going to call me? You know what? Jordan's going to call me 3 days after I spring 30, 40 grand on another watch. It always works that way, and I get screwed. It always works that way. It happened that way with the Daytona. I spent 14 grand on a Daytona from European Watch Company, and then 3-4 days after the return period, Rolex calls me and says, "We got a Daytona for you at retail. Come and get it." And I ended up having to spend $29,000 in the same week. Within 7 days, I had to spend 29 grand. I mean, it was like I'm making payments on $29,000 credit when it was only supposed to be one Daytona, not two. And that was the only reason why I ended up selling one of the Daytonas to Fella later, was because man, what am I paying for two Daytonas for? I mean, they were eventually paid very quickly, but yeah, I mean, Oh, nice, cool. Yeah, it's fun putting the straps on. You'll end up wearing your watch a lot more often, for sure. It makes it way more fun and usable. You'll be into switching a couple of straps here and there. But once you find the strap that you like, you're going to leave it on and you're never going to take it off again. You're not going to be a strap changer. Once you put the strap on, you're going to like it. Hey, this Falcon's Eye dial is amazing. Look at this. Let's just let's just enjoy this dial for a minute. Let me zoom in on it in a good spot, because we really need to appreciate this dial. I'm not going to lie. I'm going on the wait list for this. This is an expensive watch, but what Rolex isn't? And I'm telling you, it's all about this dial right here. This is going to be a collectible piece with this dial probably one day. You know how them dials are. All these old bloodstone dials and oxstone dials. You remember when I was telling you guys we should be buying all of those day dates with all those beautiful stones? Remember how I used to be into those? I just couldn't afford them, but I was wishing that I could buy all of those stoned vintage day dates and have a full collection of them. I even used to look out for those YouTube videos and find those guys that used to make videos on all those and watch them. All the stone day dates. God, I wish I had 20 stone day dates. There was even a time I said, man, I wish I had nothing but a stone day date collection. You know, so much fun. That was around the time that I was looking at all the King Midas and stuff. Maybe even before that. But do you know that those watches have all just gone up so much in value that they're just untouchable now? untouchable. And they're still the most beautiful watches ever crafted. They still are. I'd love to just be sporting a different day date with a different stone dial every day and just be the day date guy. Wouldn't that be fun? That would be so much fun. Just having a bunch of different day dates, wearing a different day date every day. Fuck, that'd be so badass. That would be so badass. But this Falcon dial, I can see it's stone. It's some kind of a stone. You can see that. At least it better be a stone. If it's not a stone, I don't think I'd want it. If it's just like a ceramic wash or something, then I would say no. But we'll find out 100% for sure what it is. What up, Joe? They're hanging left and right, man. At least those are. What do you think, Joe? You like this Falcon Stone dial on the Yachtmaster 42 white gold? Right here, Joe? What do you think, Joe? We're going to go this morning. We're going to cruise the Merc down. We're going to cruise the Merc down to Bend Bridge today. And we're going to put ourselves down on 3 watches, Joe. Did you catch which watches I'm going to put my name down on? What's your opinion, Joe? Mr. Bling. We're going to put our name down on the Air King, which has 2 new design features. They've added the 0 in front of the 5 to make it symmetrical. They've added the Crown Guard, which really makes it a much more robust and symmetrical and nice looking. We're going to put our name down for this Falcon dial, Falcon Eye dial, Yachtmaster 42. And we're going to put our name down for the Day Date 40 in green. Right here. I think that would be a mistake to not put our name down on this one, right? Day Date 40 in green. Let's do it. You know, if I got this Day Date 40, I could get rid of my Day Date 36 and use that money towards almost half this purchase. That would be a really great move. If I was to sell my Day Date for like 17 or 18, that would almost pay for half this watch. And I'd be improving from and that Day Date 36 really isn't getting lost. It's going into a Day Date 40 green dial, right? That is a lateral. That is a great lateral move where I won't lose a watch. I'm just improving an existing Day Date for an upgrade of about $23,000. That's a great move. And for that upgrade of about $23,000, the additional appreciation that I'm going to give to myself, because this is a green dial and it's a modern version, I'm probably really adding another 20 grand to my portfolio above the 20 grand I'm spending. So I'm going to outlay probably $22,000 more for this watch on a trade. but I'm probably adding 40 or 1,000 or more to my overall watch portfolio value. Does that make sense? Because it's the green dial, and there's no way there's not going to be a premium for this watch. This is a lovely green, mind you. Do you see what we're looking at here? Let's talk about this for a second. Nobody's mentioned this. Nobody's mentioned this at all. This is a new Rolex green. This is a new Rolex green. This isn't Hulk. And this isn't the other green. I gotta be honest with you. This is true Rolex green, like the box, which they've never had before. People were the Hulk was kind of like the box, the closest to the box green that we had. But the Hulk is a lot more green than this. The Hulk is a lot more green, like Hulk green, like Incredible Hulk. This is Rolex green to the olive drab, darker side. Do you see that? As a matter of fact, this is a much, much, much nicer green. This is the best green I've ever seen. Now, the Hulk is different. You don't want the Hulk to be this green. The Hulk is a sporty green. It's proper. And it's unique. Let them keep it. But this is like a traditional, this is the Rolex box green. A very conservative, it's like a somber green. This is nice. The green doesn't pop to make it loud or disturbing or in your face. It's a somber green, like the Rolex boxes, where this could be business class. Why don't they why isn't there a gold frame around the date window? Does my day date have let me grab my day date. Son of a bitch. Man, Rolex always has to piss me off, huh? Rolex always has to upset me with their little nuances and their little cheap bits, dude. You believe this crap? So my 1999, this is bullshit. I just really just can't handle it. Rolex, man, why do you have to piss me off so bad, bro? Oh, let me go to the other screen. You guys aren't even seeing the same screen I'm seeing. Son of a bitch. Sorry about that. This is the one I'm looking at. Sorry. But look it. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. What do you see around that? What do you see around that date? What the fuck do you see around my date? This is a 22-year-old watch. Around the date and around the date and around the day. Even the day up top at 12 o'clock. It's framed in gold. It's framed in gold. My date's framed in gold. And my day's framed in gold. How come they don't have it framed in gold? You cheap bastards. You fucking cheap bastards, man. Why don't you frame it in gold? Like you did 22 years ago. Fucking motherfuckers. That's just, it's too much for me to handle, man. I just can't get it. That's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. Don't you think? I mean, I noticed that right away. Yeah, that's such a turnoff when they that those two windows aren't framed. That's such a turnoff. Isn't that crazy? What the hell, man? I mean, it's a gold watch. The whole thing's gold. Have all the gold design elements in it. Don't leave any of them off. Especially when they add so much. How could you look at that and say it shouldn't be there? Um, it just doesn't make sense. No, I got rid of that. I got this now. I got that. I got rid of the Porsche. I bought this last week. Look at that, dude. Seamless windows. Look at the window, how sick that is. Let me see if I can show you. Look at the window, just goes right through. All black with the illegal tint. Just goes. I don't know if I can show you a little bit more. You see that? Oh, yeah. Yeah. I haven't driven in a few days. I'm going to drive tomorrow, though. It's been a few days since I've driven that car. Yeah. I mean, it is crazy, though. I kicked myself out. It is crazy, though, isn't it? I think it's kind of wild when they change stuff for the worse. I just don't understand. And then I get stuck on these things, for like 10 minutes, 20 minutes, pondering why they do things like this. I mean, you got to think about it. I don't want to just put it out of my mind. I'm thinking about it. Why do they do this shit? You know, if you want to charge me $3,000 more for those additional design elements, charge me $3,000 more. It ain't the money, you know? It's what I want. So let's look at another let's look at their day dates a little bit. So isn't that interesting then if we look at these day dates, none of them have the frames anymore. Wow. None of them have it. Isn't that crazy? You know what I think I discovered in the past, which you might find interesting, and I think you're going to find to be properly determined? What I've determined is that I want to say that the framed windows were reserved for SerDes dials, and it could very well have been saved for that mother of pearl I got on mine, and that's why mine has it, because it's mother of pearl. So it could be a design feature literally applied only to SerDes dials and certain dials like mother of pearls. And I say that because, look, Here's a mother of pearl, and it's framed. You see that? There's a mother of pearl 30, and it's got the frame around the date and around the day. It's got it. It's got it. It's 30 and it's mother of pearl. All right, let's look at another one. Let's look at another one. No. The platinum one. The platinum one's framed, right? Yeah, it's got a frame around. No, no, it's not. It's not. That one was, though, the one that we just saw. For sure. This mother of pearl one was. 100%. This one is too. This 30 one's framed. See, that one's framed. It looks much better with the framing. You see, when it doesn't have the framing, it just doesn't look as nice. It just doesn't. You see the difference? How it looks when it's framed? God, it looks so much better. It looks unfinished when it's here's another one framed. My bluesie's framed, which the bluesies are not. But because it's a 30 dial, my bluesie has frames around the date and it just looks phenomenal. It really makes a difference. But that's interesting. But I'll tell you what, for what it is, it's not going to hold me back from ordering it. That green dial's worth money, That green dial's worth money. And I don't necessarily would oppose having a 40-day green dial. Not at all. I wouldn't mind upgrading from a 36 to a 40. This is a great looking dial, isn't it? I think Bud got this for his lady. The Eisenkaiser dial. Man, if they made this in the 40, they only make this in the 36, right? In the 36. Imagine if they made this in the 40 millimeter. That would be sweet. Wow, this dial is that expensive? 60 grand? You got to be kidding me. Whoa. Is it just because of the dial? Or the diamonds? The diamonds usually aren't that much. Holy crap, look at that bezel. Oh yeah, it's the dial. Can I choose it without diamonds, or it comes with diamonds? Okay, it comes with diamonds. 47 grand for this watch. Wow. It's a day date though. That's why it's a day date. $47. Wow. This would be the men's version here, without the diamond bezel, but with the diamond indices. And I could say you could easily do this as a men's watch. Somebody might question it, but I think it's a men's watch too. It could be ladies' watch, but it could be men's watch because of the dark stone. The stone's dark. The stone's kind of evil, man. It's like a dark marble. You know? I mean, I like diamonds. I love diamonds. I like diamonds. Wonder how much it is with this thing. Wow. It's a completely different watch though now. I'm a little surprised how much that Icon dial version is in 36. Wow. 46 G's, huh? See, the thing is, I already have a 36, and I'm very happy with my 36. But if luck was to behold me, and someone from an AD called and said, "Hey, rich buddy, I got a green dial date 840 here for you to pick up at retail plus 8% sales tax," I'd have to jump all over that and make a lateral move, get out of my date 836, use 40% of those, use 100% of those proceeds for 40% of these precedes. So that's the call, man. That's the Rolex releases, and that's the call out right there, boys. We're gonna go. We're gonna right here. We're gonna go make a. We're gonna go put ourselves on the wait list for this new Air King. We're gonna put ourselves on the wait list for for where the hell are they at? The Air King, the Yachtmaster Falcon, and the Date 840. Bingo. That's my first stop of the day. Oh no, that's not Patek Philippe, man. That's not Turno. You know, I'm gonna go in there with my Daytona on, and I'm just gonna be honest, man. I'm gonna be honest, and I'm not gonna leave. I'm just gonna say, look, man, it's been 3.5 years since you guys have gotten me a watch. I've been very patient. I've asked for a Daytona in that time, an OP Yellow, a Pepsi, and nobody's called me for anything. So I'm going to say, in all honesty, it's my turn. I don't need to be told it's my turn. I know it's my turn. So I'm here to capitalize on my turn. Pretty fucking pleased with sugar on top. And you know what else I'm going to do? I'm going to grab a newspaper and lay all my Rolexes on top of the newspaper so I can show them a picture that I have every single one of my watches, that I'm not flipping any of them. Oh shit. Oh man. Any final thoughts before I cut the stream? Any final words or thoughts or anything? What do you guys like? What did you guys like the best out of all these? Is there anything you're gonna go put your name down on today? What did you like? What didn't you like? Any thoughts or prayers? Oh man, I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to drive in. Oh shit. I might need get my wife to take me. Oh man, guys. I'm in deep shit. Oh. Any thoughts? None for you, Lee? I mean, the thing is if you can get any of these at retail, and no matter how much money you got, you need to go on credit and get the son of a bitch. You know, whether you're going to keep the watch for your own collection or flip it, you're in the money by double. Come on, you know that for sure. I mean, if I got an Air King for 7,400 plus tax, have no doubt I could flip that sucker for 20 grand tomorrow. I'd keep it, but have no doubt I could flip that for $20,000 tomorrow. The Air King new release, without a doubt. Oh man, shit, guys, I'm in deep shit. Fuck. Oh my god. Oh man, I'm looking at some serious back surgery next year. I'm gonna go do full level fusions from the neck to the fucking ass. It's gonna be the most serious back surgery you can do. Coming to a theater near you next year. I'm prepping with 8 months of therapy for the surgery. Fuck. Here it comes. Not long. Had a Pepsi off them though. Well, you got a Pepsi. That's definitely way more recent than Ceramic Daytona's coming out 3.5 years ago when I got mine. So that's pretty good, Lee. I've been wanting a Pepsi for a long time, ever since it came out from them. Actually, when they released them, 3 years ago, and I've asked for one ever since. So yeah, let me write that down. Pepsi. I mean, I might as well ask for it, right? Maybe they throw one old one in there that's not a new release. But that's probably not one to ask for because there's probably a big wait list already for it. So, like Clyde was saying yesterday, just go in and ask for the new one because then there's no wait list for that yet. At least there shouldn't be. Oh man. What time we got? 4 a.m. All right. I'm gonna sit here and wait for the Rolex AD to open. Man, them. I gotta tell you, the mall grabs are a huge thing here. The robberies are huge here. I mean, I think they're big everywhere in the United States right now, but the robberies are huge. So my wife went to the mall that I'm going to go to right now. She went a few days ago, and she told me that there are security and police stationed at all the entrances and exits, um, watching for smash and grabbers. And she said that the entrance she was going in didn't have any security or cops by any chance. And she said that she saw a group of thugs roll up in the handicap and jump out, and they started making their way, and then all of a sudden she said she saw all the security and everybody start rushing to that exit, and then they all jumped in the car and took off. But she said the place was about to get hit with like 6 dudes, you know? So that shit's for real, and that shit's for real. And every now and then, actually, it's more than every now and then. Just like 3-4 days ago, I was listening on the radio, and some guy and his 3 buddies were hanging out, and I guess somebody was watching them, and he was wearing a $25,000 Rolex, which is pretty much anything now. And so some thugs followed the 3 guys, and somewhere along the way, when they got out of the car, they rushed up to them with guns, pistol whipped the guy with the Rolex, took his Rolex at gunpoint, and took off. That was here in LA. So it's happening. So you got to be careful. I mean, these watches aren't any good if you can't wear them, especially if you're dead. So I'll have to admit, being in a hot car, wearing a hot watch, especially in my case, being crippled, parking in a handicapped spot, and when I do get out of the car, I can barely move all that much, and I'm using all of the walking aids. I mean, I can't go in the mall or Home Depot or the market without using the electric strollers they got there stationed in the front. I use those everywhere I go. So if somebody's eyeing me, I'm fucked. That's why I'm going to go try to get my concealed carry permit so I can carry a firearm. That way, if anybody comes up to me and asks me for $1, I'm just going to blast them. I won't hesitate to shoot somebody. I ain't got no quorum with that. I'll make sure I shoot them in the face. My insurance liability teacher at Cal State University Fullerton taught me that if you shoot somebody, he taught the class very clearly in liability class, if you're going to shoot somebody, you kill them. You don't leave someone who can testify you in court. That's a fact. You can go face God. But you don't let them live. Because they can sue you. If a burglar comes in your home to rob you and you shoot him and he lives, he can sue you and he will win. He will win. So don't take the chance. Don't leave it up to a jury. Shoot him dead. But yeah, Joe Bling, I changed out the 996, man. No more 911. I got top dollar for that car. I think I'm done talking about the new watches. So, what else? We really did look at the watches really well. We got a good idea of what they're all about. I'm going to try to find out more about that Falcon dial for you guys. So here's my plan. Literally, I'm going to be at Rolex when they open up at my AD, Ben Bridge, today. Look, the only reason I might not go is if I can't make it. I literally started having some serious nerve problems right now while I've been talking to you guys for the last 10 minutes. So I don't know what's going to happen. My life is different every 10 minutes. But I'm going to try to go to the Rolex AD today and put those 3 watches down. Try to find out what the buzz is on everything. Anything we don't know about. find out what that Falcon dial is all about. Is it indeed a stone dial? And what kind of stone? And what is it about? And then just let you know how it goes. Looks like Clive wants to join. Let's get him on. Let's get Clive on. Oh, damn, dude. My fucking nerves. Holy shit, bro. The link is in the chat. Join me. All right, we're going to get Clivers on. All right. We got a show. You know, I need some more drugs because I don't know if I'm going to make it. Fuck. Man, they're not giving me good enough stuff, bros. I need better stuff. I need some good shit, man. I need help. I'm in trouble, man. Where's Clive at? Help me out, bro. God damn it, Clive. Come help take over the show. Let's hear about your opinions on all these Rolexes and what I'm going to put my name on today. Come on, this will be fun. Join me. Join me, my friend. Join me. Let's spend some money on Rolex. Hey, there he is.
Oh my God. What a disappointment.
Huh?
What a disappointment.
No, I'm excited. I can't be more thrilled. You're looking at it the wrong way.
Like what?
Like, well, okay. Like I'll show you. Like this. So I'm very impressed. I'm very happy. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put my name down on some of these. So my whole thing is number one, they did revamp the Air King.
Okay.
You know, like just last night, Bud was complaining about how it's not symmetrical with the 5, so they added a 0.
Right. That's actually was brought up by ID guy like a year or two ago.
Okay, and then the
crown guards.
The crown guard looks great, right?
Okay.
And I've always loved the Air King, you know that. So I'm absolutely going to go put my name down for this one today, 100%.
And a slightly newer movement. Okay.
Oh, does it have a newer movement? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. But
and you know what though? But for the price, it's $7,400. You can't even touch an old OP for that much now. So it's a winner all around, especially value proposition. Yes.
For Rolex, I suppose, yeah. I mean, here's the plus side.
Yeah.
The plus side is that you can now, if you literally go down to your AD and camp out or do whatever, see them this morning, depending on how, as soon as your AD opens, you say, hey, is there a list for the new Air King? Can I get on it? And if your AD says no, switch ADs. Because, like I said, with the exception of like, I here in my little corner of the flyover states, all three, I mean, two of the Rolex ADs are owned by the same company, the same jeweler. Locations. But one of the things they say is no, a new reference is new reference is new reference is a new list. If the new list, if there's new reference, new list, and if on the other hand, you know, next week they send us one of the old OPs, one of the old Air Kings, it would go to whoever's on the list for the old Air King.
Oh, so you want me to ask if there's a new list for the new Air King?
Yes.
only for the new Air King.
Or whatever. What other reference you want, Rich?
I want to be on the new list for only the new one.
Yes.
Make it clear.
Yes. Is there a new list for the new Air King? Yes. Is there a new list for the new date? Yes.
I got you. Thank you. That's a good point to make because, to be honest, these guys are kind of doorknobs, man. Obviously, because I haven't gotten shit in 3.5 years. Okay, so going back to this, look,
they changed the reference number. I mean, like I said, my local ADs, their new reference number equals new list, and it's not this. He's not the similar. That's why, like Rich Buddy, that's why like Blue Shirt Buddha, God bless his soul, was able to get the first of the new two tones.
Now that GMT Master 2, this black green bezeled one, the left drive.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not for me because I'm not left-handed, but that's definitely a huge, huge thing for left-handers. And I mean, that's just a giant innovation for Rolex.
Yep.
I mean, so that's kind of huge. And then
is it a giant innovation? No, it's not. It's Rolex finally acknowledging that some of its customers might be left-handed after over 100 years.
Right. Well, I mean, that's huge. That's a big introduction.
It doesn't mean that Rolex is awesome. It just shows how much they suck.
Okay. And then I'm just blown away by the day-date fluted bezel on the platinum. It just looks crazy, remarkable.
Yeah.
And then they've made a 42 yellow gold, which is fine. It's not too crazy. It's good that they made it. But the one that I'm going to go on the wait list for is that Falcon dial. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Okay, check this out.
Falcon dial.
It looks like a Falcon stone dial. Let me find it here.
Let me grab my glasses real quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Finding the damn thing. How's it at? Yeah, where the fuck is it at? I don't see it. So we discontinued already. Let's see what Clyde thinks about this one. I swear to God, I was using this Zippo last night and it had no fuel in it. Now I'm using it and it's got fuel in it. What the fuck? Am I tripping? I think Clivers needs glasses to find his glasses. How do you find your glasses if you're not wearing glasses, Clyde? Clydesy. Find them?
Yeah, I did. No, it's just like I've heard. This year is about managing expectations. You know, I can also see Tim also saying that because that's what the only thing they've been doing, I think, the last few years.
Look at this Falcon dial.
Okay, how's it a Falcon dial?
I don't know. That's what they're calling it.
Okay,
but I think it's some kind of a stone.
Okay, sure. So what else is being released at Watches and Wonders, because obviously, and the thing is here, Rolex is not going to do any more than what is absolutely necessary.
No, I mean they did. They improved the Air King.
Oh yeah, they put a 0 in front of the 5. You get crown guards. Oh yeah, that was.
Man, everybody was complaining about that, weren't they? And Bud wrote them a letter and asked them to make a left-handed watch, and they did. So I mean,
yeah, you're right.
Maybe they really listened to him, man. Maybe they're taking it to heart. All the people who are asking for stuff. Add the 0 to the 5.
And they looked and said, "Oh, we could do that. It will hardly be any work. Nice."
I mean, like introducing this Falcon dial, for example. What's that all about? Did they even need to do that?
That because they have to do something. They can't just like I said. Of course, I've been joking that the CEO of Rolex can just come out and Watches and Wonders, take the stage in a $10,000 suit, give everyone flip everyone the bird on both hands, and then walk off stage. And
everybody will applaud him.
And everyone will applaud. But to be serious, they have to do something, and that's
Okay. Well, they sucked me in with that Falcon dial. I'm going to put my name on the wait list for it, and I wasn't going to do it for any of the other masters. So they got me with it. And look at this. So this is so I'm going to put my name down interest for the Air King, that Yachtmaster Falcon dial 42 white gold, and then this one here.
The Day 40.
The green one, because that's got to be a money watch.
Oh yeah.
And if I get it, I'm in the money.
Okay. I have to admit I do like that one.
And for me, it's just this one would literally be a matter of money, and I could sell my existing 36 for like 18 grand and move that into half of this and keep a beautiful day 40 that's half covered with an existing watch. A great lateral move. Plus it'll add so much premium to my portfolio because it's a green dial, right?
Yeah.
Good one here, right?
Now, did they just add that for this year or not really?
Yes, they just added this dial.
Oh, yeah. And of course, it took so much for Rolex to add a green dial.
Well, you know what? It's a different green. Look at it. It's the real Rolex box green now, finally. It's not a green they have. It's the first time I think they've ever made the true Rolex box green. Isn't it?
I swear to God, Monsieur Dufour could unzip and piss on your head and you would dance around saying that it's raining.
I mean, it's not Hulk green and it's not Daytona green.
More like British Racing green, if I had to guess.
Yes. British Racing green, or as close as I can see to the Rolex box. It's the perfect green for a day.
Well, and the thing is, what makes, when you think about it,
what are we thinking about?
The fact is that it took them so long to come up with a left-hand drive.
Yeah.
And I don't think of that. I don't think of that because I'm right-handed.
You know what? You're truly correct on that though, because you would think that with so many variations of day dates and date justs, or just date justs alone, or OPs, they would have made left-handed drive options even for those business class watches, you know?
Yep.
Even just some of them. With all the shit that they made, you know that when you go to like a used OP website, there's like 10,000 OPs you can choose from with 10,000 different dial variations, right, Clyde?
Yep.
But they never made a fucking left-handed watch. It is crazy.
Yeah. So it's just, to me, it's just insane. It's effing insane.
Yeah. Well, you know, back in the day, I don't know if they used to do it here, but like my dad always used to tell him, used to say that in his schools, they would slap his hand when he would write with his hand and force him to write with his right.
My sister is a southpaw as well. The same thing.
So there was a thing against it, I guess.
Yep.
Weird. It's weird too because like my wife is left-handed and both my boys are left-handed.
Oh, okay. Here's the show. I'm also looking at, of course, what used to be called the Cardinal Chat, and of course, Desham saying they screwed the Platinum Date 840. It was different from the rest of the smooth vessel, but now it's like white gold.
Yeah. Hisham was hanging out in the chat. He's got the smooth bezel platinum, of course.
Oh, there's the Sham.
Yeah, I don't think he's on anymore, but
Oh yeah,
I invited him to join the link, but I don't think he's able to.
This year was about Rolex managing expectations, and this is like every year it's been about Rolex doing that.
So I mean, I think they really did a decent job. The Air King, the platinum bezel.
I think they did the least amount of work humanly possible.
The Yachtmaster Falcon, the green dial, day date, and that's about it. Then they came out with a lot of the left-hand watch, of course, and then they came out with a lot of date just and variations. I'm not sure what they did different with the Deep Sea. I see there's a new version of the Deep Sea.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah, here, see, Deep Sea,
Yeah.
new model, but it doesn't really say what was done with it. I can't figure it out. Other than maybe just the case size or bracelet dimensions, stuff like this.
Yeah, it looks like the bracelet. It looks like the bracelet up by the watch head is a little fatter. It's a little wider.
Probably.
So yeah.
Probably just some things like nuances like that.
Oh, the Polish.
Yeah. But I got to tell you, something like this Deep Sea, for example, if you're someone who has been trying to get a Submariner or a Sub Date and you've been having trouble, I would go put my name down if it's possible, interest on this for $13,850, because walking out the door, taxes, you're going to pay the same as a used old sub. You might as well get this. So there's a reason to try to go get one of these if you need a watch, I guess. I don't have a reason for this, but it could give you an opportunity to get a sub. I mean, a Deep Sea that looks like a sub.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I've got Han Danes.
What's he excited about?
Not really.
3 dings, man. He must be excited.
Okay, let me look. Dude, they just introduced
ding, new Rolex collection, ding.
Yeah, dude, they just released They must have moved heaven and earth to create this collection. Now the Yachtmaster is available in yellow gold, and the fucking Air King has crown guards. Whoopie fucking do. Whoopie fucking do. Yeah.
Oh, and look at the Deep Sea is a new model, and I don't know why. Maybe they did, like you said, the changes in the bracelet and stuff, case design to both of them equally. But the Deep Sea, what's interesting is the Deep Sea, it's a new model, which just indicates that it's not planning on being discontinued like I've been thinking for the last 2-3 years coming, I've been thinking for the last, year and a half or two, they're going to discontinue this guy. And they haven't.
I don't know. It's all right. Now, as for As for the left-hand drive GMT, okay, but actually, when they came up, but they want to act like it's such a big deal, like it's. God, there's so many ways Rolex is like Mac. They're just, and many, they make a good product. God bless, just the, hubris off the charts. And again, the way Rolex is acting, you'd think they invited, yeah. Oh, anything with, what do you think about Tudor, the Black Bay Pro? But wait, there's more. Okay, hold on. Rich, I'm going to jump in the shower. Give me just like 10 minutes, okay?
I don't think about Tudor.
All right. Well,
I might not be here, but thank you for joining.
No, that's right. Thanks for having me.
I've been going on for a while, man. I got to go rest.
I understand.
That was cool that you joined up and we bullshit a little.
Oh, that was
a good little ending. I was just about to get off.
I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting all that anyway, because right now,
it's 5:30 in the morning that you're at.
No, it's about 6:30 in the morning where I'm at.
Oh,
okay. But right now I was expecting them, because even if they came out with something, a super cool new release, good luck. So, good luck. Good luck getting it anyway. So
yeah, I know.
Maybe it's just as well that if they kept it to this relatively low key, almost humdrum releases.
Right.
Yeah, and if
they've got enough problem fulfilling the prior wait list, don't they?
Yep. Quote unquote managing expectations. And now, and the rest of these, I would have said, I would have rather you've taken the resources, develop it, with the exception of the left-handed drive, because they should have done that anyway. And it never occurred to me. It's like, holy shit, they really don't have a single left-handed watch, huh?
Which one I wouldn't mind getting on a wait list for at all would be the one that Budge said he got rid of. It's called a Blueberry. Is that a sub?
Yeah. Well, no, the Blueberry is a GMT, I think. The Smurf is the sub.
Yeah, that's what I thought, but then I didn't see it there. No, it is a sub. Look, it's a sub date. I wouldn't mind this.
The white gold.
Yeah, look at that.
Well, it was cooler. I liked it better when the dial was blue too. And again, Rolex just doing the absolute minimum, because they don't have to. They don't have to do any more than that. Because
this is kind of a stunner, though, isn't it?
What?
Is this kind of a stunner? Would you rather have this or the yellow gold?
I'd rather have the prior white gold. Oh, shit. There's Don calling. All right. Let me... all
right.
I'm going to put him off, and then I'm going to jump in the shower.
See you later. Man, this one isn't bad either. When Bud mentioned this Blueberry, that he got rid of it tossed it in the back of my mind. This watch is hot. White gold is so low key, isn't it? You really have to be a non show off person to want to sport a $45,000 white gold watch. You're really not a show off, because it just looks like steel. I wonder how hard that is to get that on a wait list. That would be my 4th sub date. I've got 3 sub dates. You just build up a sub date collection. You know, I'm going to ask him for a gold sub, a yellow gold sub. And it doesn't matter if it's blue dial or black dial. I'll take any yellow gold submarine date. I think I'd rather have the showy version of this, the yellow gold version. I think that would be a 4th watch I should inquire about right here. That's the one I'd want. Black. Right there. 38,000. So let's put our name down for this one also. You never know. This might be the least one on the list versus the others. So we're going to go down for 4. Air King, Day Date 40 green dial, Yacht Master with the Falcon dial, and black gold, solid gold sub. And we'll take any one of the 4 they give us. With priority would be hoping that it's this one, to be honest. I'd rather get this more than anything. Second choice would be the Day Date 40 green. Third choice would be the Falcon dial. Last choice would be the Air King. But I think I'd want this to come down first more than anything. Although the Day Date 40 would be my best proposition because then I can move my existing 36 day date into it in a trade. Whereas if I got one of the other watches, I'm going to come outright 100% because I'm not going to sell my day date unless I get a day date. I won't sell a day date unless I get a day date. So this would be either adding a watch or replacing a day date. But either way, I'm going to go do that today. All right. Now I'm going to relax and have a cigarette. Think about this a little bit. Mm-hmm. I like the black one on the screen more than the blue one. The black one's very masculine. And I already have a blue Z. So I don't want the blue one. I don't want another blue dial. I like the way the black looks off the yellow gold here, actually, a lot. You know what else we're going to do when we're down there? We're going to ask them to increase our credit line. Let's ask them to increase our credit line. Mother's Day's coming up in May, isn't it? Maybe I should buy something tomorrow for my wife for Mother's Day. Show them some good interest. Let's think about that. Let's write that down so we don't forget. Mother's Day. Maybe we'll find something. What do you think? Use your brain, man. Got to use your noggin. All right. All right. Thank you. I'm going to cut the stream. That was a great little look at the Rolex. I think I've gone through everything I want to. And, even this last 10 minutes, I just added this sub date to my list. So I really thought this out all the way down to the wire. So it took about 2 hours. And even Clyde was jumping on here for the last 10 minutes to really put it down and adding this sub date black dial to the list as the fourth watch after all of that. And to be honest, it became the number one priority watch on the list above all the new releases. You guys know this goes for double retail anyway, practically. So if I were to get this would probably be worth more than any of the other watches anyway. Fucking Mark Goldberg, man. I told you, ever since he got his sub date, I've been wanting to get one. And let's see what happens. All right, see you guys later today. Peace.